Hello and welcome to the Otaku podcast. This is Numenera Rose Saga, Episode 8, Searching for Things. Our cast today is Themov as Dervish Storm, a mystical jack who bears a halo of fire, Oikul as Sakuraka, a clever nano who focuses mind over matter, Falcott as Socket, a swift jack who talks to machines, and Rin as Tamar, a graceful nano who rides the lightning. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Okay, so last time you guys landed on this large, flat, round city thing, flying thing, and got locked up, got shot at, poked a robot, just about got blown up, and so you guys decided to run. Yes. And so now you are in the southeast quadrant of this city. So you guys have arrived. What you doing?
Trying to catch my breath.
Okay, so we've got one person catching their breath. That's
Same
nice.
Yeah. Maybe you should think about trying to patch yourself up.
I'm gonna walk up and hit Dervis and say, "Why'd you have to poke it? Why? That damn thing hurt, you know."
Because WWSD.
What would Santa do?
What would Saga do?
Blow it up.
I would blow it up. I would have used that singularity detonation device that I have on me and blew the fuck out of it.
And why didn't you?
Because I didn't want to sink the city.
And while they're all talking, I'm going to walk off towards the east, kind of towards 5.
Okay, so it's a gray-walled, very. You don't need to mess with the pieces a whole lot. It's gray-walled and very stately-looking. It's dominated primarily by just these fairly simple square buildings, but they are really high. Everything seems to be pretty much where it should be, except for the fact that some things have been blown up. It's a strange mix of kind of organization and chaos all at the same time. However, in the shadows, you see flickers of just just kind of in the shadows of buildings, you see just flickers of just darkness and light. Appears to be people or maybe explorers. And as you walk down the corridor, or down the street, basically, you notice to the south, far south, you see what appear to be some people, maybe. Something. You're not sure. It's kind of a far ways off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow them, try and wave them down. Hope they're not robots.
I'm gonna chase after Socket, because last time we got left alone, we almost all got killed. Socket, wait up!
Well, while he was walking, I was with him, but I wanted to explore 7.
Alright, so you're off doing that. Dervish, what you doing?
I'm chasing after Saga.
Alright, so all you guys are just running down, hey, wait up! Kind of thing. Heading down to 1, let's move you down that way.
Alright.
Now, down there you find, appears to be like a shopping center of some sort. It's like a blasted out promenade. Lots of, liquid metal mannequins wearing just, gorgeous outfits, this big ass pink fluffy dress with all the frills and enough lace to choke on. And also a lot of shops that appear to have been looted. The holographic windows, the forced windows of the shops are flickering on and off, and they appear to have been busted up and such. And as you guys go running down up to this place, you find that there appear to be a number of people here, including two guys on like the roof of this structure, and you notice that they appear to be fairly well armed, and like when they hear you screaming and yelling and hollering and running down, they take up defensive positions. So there are 6 of them. Are you gonna look for more information, or?
Yeah,
Captain, you talk.
I kind of put my hands up and go, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! I don't mean any harm. I'm kind of new to the area.
Might! Who are you?
We're travelers. We kind of stumbled upon the place, looking for, I don't know, just kind of here."
Alright, so at about this time you see a dude with this just absolute just neon pink hair kind of wave one of the guys near him to kind of lower his weapon just like an inch. Like he it goes down like an inch, and he kind of comes up to you and explains that this area is property of the Expanders crew, and you're welcome to loot. However, we'll require a maintenance and service fee of 50 shins a day.
Well, we're not here for looting or anything. We're more of just kind of looking for a place to stay until we can patch up from the robots next door.
Or then you can stay somewhere over there, as he gestures basically everywhere but there.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, so you guys just kind of take off then, or is anybody else?
Well, I went to 7, so I'm kind of just waiting for my turn.
Alright, so over at 7, you are actually at one of the tallest structures there. It appears to be just absolutely ridiculously huge. You walk into like the lobby of this building, and you're not exactly sure how they did design around here. It's kind of fucked up. But you do find that there appears to be just kind of what you can gather off like looking at this shit next to the elevators. This building appears to be several hundred floors tall. And
So,
yes,
so it's an elevator or take the stairs?
there's like a whole bunch of elevators.
Do they look like they're working?
Yeah, no. You kind of like poke and prod at what appear to be control systems of some sort, and I mean, just ain't nothing happening.
Okay.
However, you might be able to repair them. Maybe. I don't know. Or you guys could go up the side.
Wait,
I think we tried going up the side before. It didn't quite work for us.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it. I became a human pinata.
Okay. Is there a way I can figure out where the power source of this is?
Oh, sure. Go ahead and go ahead, roll me a d20. And you got a, scrolling down, or 4. So, looking at how this thing's put together, just from what you can tell from like the control panels and like poking through like the crack between the door and what appears to be like the car system of thing, it seems as though it was kind of the guys who made it kind of intended this to be like a sealed unit. They obviously thought this sucker would work forever. Like there isn't like a maintenance hatch or the screws. Like looking at it, it appears they like everything is actually like a solid piece. Like they're able to like combine metals and materials in such a way that there isn't even a seam. Like it looks like a solid piece of metal in every shape or whatever material it might be.
Okay. Is there anything else I can find in this little lobby area?
No, not particularly. It's, I mean, some, dried up, scrolls or something like that. Plenty of garbage. Um,
Mm.
you do find the stairway up, which you guys could go exploring or not.
I really would want to explore, but part of me wants to have some backup. So my backup is those guys. So
Not much for backup.
so, Tama kind of debates this for a second, and she finally thinks, you know what? As much as I hate it, until I get off this floating platform, I kind of need them. Um, so she heads out and go the direction that she last saw the guys walk off to. So I guess I'm more towards heading towards two, since I didn't see exactly where they went.
Alright, so you guys, I presume you guys are heading that way too?
I'm gonna go over to 3. Check that out.
Okay,
I'm heading back. I'll head
I'm
back
headed
towards.
to 2.
alright, so you guys meet up here. I presume you fill her in.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would tell them.
All right, cool. So we know about the tall building. We know about the rebels.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay, so where the
But
main body
really?
is. Go ahead.
Hair?
Hmm.
Tama was like, really? Pink hair?
Hey. Everyone's different.
Like spiky
At least
pink
they
hair.
didn't kill
We're
us.
talking Mohawk, New Vegas pink hair here.
They didn't try to shoot us
See,
right away.
Tama, this is what would happen if we let Saga decide his own decisions.
Okay.
Okay,
By the way,
so
where is he?
I don't know.
He
He went
kinda
running
wandered
off
off.
somewhere. Yeah. I don't know. I
yeah,
wasn't
I
paying
don't think he
attention.
told you where he was really going. So,
So you let the dog off the leash, really?
Well, if he deals with the rebels while you're
just-
shooting.
mainly it just stopped following.
Okay, so if something blows up, we know where it is. Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright, so where you guys are is like this large open building. It's got like a bunch of archways and such around you and that kind of deal. And within it, there are these just absolutely ginormous vaults. These things have absolutely freaking huge doors. Bad news, they appear to be basically impossible to bypass. They've got, clearly got like multiple redundant backup systems, explosive hazardous warning signs on them, force fields, they're shimmery. So I mean, that would not be easy to get into. However, one of them
don't get fixated on the shimmery doors.
However, one of them is
Yeah.
fucked up, quite clearly. Its force field is kind of like blinking on and off, and there's a control panel nearby that's just kind of sending out electric sparks of some sort. So yeah,
Essentially the only thing keeping that one shut is the metal doors, correct?
that does not even have. Yeah, like it has a large metal door, but the panel that appears to control the doors and force field is fucked up too.
Emma, fire the panel.
Okay. And by the way, it was one time, okay? One time. And she goes over to the panel and try to see if she can make anything out.
Okay, now you can attempt to figure out a way to open this. Anything related to the Numenera skills would help you bypass this piece of security.
Okay, then I will want to do that.
Using.
Huh?
Do you have any Numenera skills? Special abilities?
Well, I'm trained in the Numenera.
Alright, so that would
Other than
reduce
that-
it some. You could use shock on it, try to zap it open.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do that too.
Do any of you guys have any way you can help with that?
I'm training the Numenera as well.
Alright, so you'll be there talking over ear. You'll probably make it harder, but I mean, you can try. No,
If
do it this
work...
way.
No,
No,
to
to
the
the
left.
doesn't work.
The other left.
If that doesn't work, I have an idea, maybe.
Okay, so go ahead, roll me a d20 then,
Okay.
and we will see how that works. So you zap that thing, the force field kind of stops for a second, and then kind of pops right back up online.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
that didn't work too well.
Maybe would it I don't know how to ask this, but would it probably need charging instead of a shock? Like give it a recharge?
It seems to have plenty of power. Everything else around it seems to have plenty of power as well. It seems more that the control systems have been screwed up.
Ah, okay.
I guess I'll walk over, and I got the gloves that allow the touch base interface to pop up in like the just in front of me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you could totally try that.
using those.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, give that a roll.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, access denied. Flashes
Yay.
across screen in big letters.
So yeah, we're not getting in there. It doesn't look like.
Okay.
Unless you want to try
My
to
turn.
attack it.
My turn. Okay. This force field, does
Let
it
the
only
handyman
cover
do
the
it.
door?
Yes.
Just the door.
Yes.
What is the walls nearby made of?
I mean, it's built like a vault.
So essentially metal doors, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and torch it out.
Really?
Yes.
What, like try to go through the damn wall or something?
No, actually try and weld a hole in it using my flames.
In the
Blow
wall
torch.
next to the door, I'm
Oh,
assuming,
okay.
not in the door itself, because there's a force
No.
field in front of the door.
That's why I asked if it only covered the door.
Yeah, it does only cover the door. Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and do that. It will take you some time, regardless of if you succeed or fail. Like, you're gonna be at this a few hours.
Is there any trees nearby?
Any hiding places?
Yes, there are decorative trees outside. They're not massive, but they are decorative.
Okay. Are they high enough that I could possibly, get over the wall with?
Over the wall
It's
into
a
the vault?
Yeah, basically climb up the tree and leap.
I mean, you could get over it, but it's a vault. It doesn't have. It's not like a courtyard. It's a vault. It's like a bank vault.
There is
Okay,
no
so it's
holes.
just a big square. Okay, gotcha.
No, it's not quite like pictured on the map.
I'm going to
Okay.
go hide behind a giant column.
Alright, so you, at the very least, spend a couple hours just, like, torching away at that thing. And you've created quite a nice little pile of metal slag across the floor. But it ain't working. You hit, basically, a layer of what appears to be like a heat-dissipating material. And you just, like, literally can't heat it up.
Well, damn. It was a nice idea why I had it.
And just to, for a bit of further information, that's a real thing that exists in real vaults. I was just researching those last week.
Because you
Oh,
figured I was going to do
congrats.
this.
No, but you really can't blowtorch through a vault like that, at least most vaults. That's really a thing. It dissipates the heat.
Interesting.
Yes.
Movies, you have failed us.
Well, it'd have to be a pretty fancy vault. I mean, that's expensive technology.
Right.
That would
guess
be in your
from-
premier vaults.
Yes.
Right.
Like,
I guess-
most bank vaults probably wouldn't even have that. But this isn't a bank. And this isn't the 21st century. This is like the 4 millionth century, something like that? Billion? It's been a while.
Right. I guess we should start exploring some more.
Okay, so while you guys are all doing that, I'm curious as you see what Sakuraka has been up to.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not getting himself in trouble.
I've been
Impossible.
went off and started walking towards like 3, and right now I guess I'm about in the middle of between 3 and 4. Just looking around, seeing if I can find anything interesting.
So at 3, you found a very large estate garden and a bunch of homes, and you see a whole bunch of things just kind of like flying around, like shears are flying around, cutting at branches on trees, and like this little like orb thing is running around on the grass or what appears to be grass, and apparently it's trimming the grass. You're not exactly sure what the hell it's doing underneath there, but longer grass is coming, going in, and shorter grass is coming out, and then the reverse is happening too. Like you'll find grass that's like really, really just like brown, and it rolls over and it's all of a sudden green. Maybe it's got like a little spray can in there or something. You're not sure. just spraying it down. Here, fixed
Paintbrush.
it. Yeah, just paint it and call it a day.
So it's just the garden. There's no like mansion.
There are multiple homes on this property.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like work my way past the robots. Try not get cut by the guys. The little shear robots. Go ahead and head into one of the houses, see what I can find.
Okay, so you go in. It's like we're talking like a big, like a luxurious mansion. Like if you've ever seen like back in like when plantations were a thing in the U.S. Like we're talking like a big mansion with like a grand staircase. Lots of metal in it. Not a whole lot of wood, just like a lot of metal and a lot of gold and just extravagant colors. In fact, the door on this thing, it's made of like this weird semi-transparent rainbow material. It's actually looks like it's a growing rainbow prism crystal thing. The entire door.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm just gonna kind of stop and stare at the door and just be like, Emma would have fun with this. I better keep moving.
One time. Just one time.
However, when you go in, you find slight issue. It looks great on the outside, but the second you go in, you find that there's something seriously wrong with this place. You find this just pitch black, dark ball or nexus of just black energy at the top of the staircase, emanating like these tendrils of black out into the house and towards you as well.
Okay.
I knew that place
I'm gonna go ahead and scan that item. That black things.
Alright, scan is one of your abilities, which does yeah, so I mean, you scan it, you don't really get a lot of information besides what you've already seen.
Okay.
However, you might be having some difficulties right now because as you're standing there just like, while staring very intently at it, one of its tendrils just kind of smacks out and whacks you upside the head pretty much.
Ow! What was that for?
And you do take 5 ambient damage.
Okay. All right. So, all right then. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the that mask that I have that produces helium when I breathe through. I'm just gonna kind of blow, keep blowing a trail walk out the door and take a torch and kind of throw it at it.
It just sits there.
No, I'm lighting the helium on fire.
Okay, so you set the place on fire.
Yes. Now I'm gonna run away.
Okay, so a couple things in there kind of catch on fire, but most of it doesn't appear to be terribly flammable. So, I mean, there's some tendrils of smoke, but I mean, aside from maybe some slight scorching of the materials in there, nothing too terribly amazing happens with that. However, you are down a torch.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and run towards 4. Considering I don't know exactly where the others went, so I'm just gonna keep running and head over towards 4. Figure out, like, all right, now note to self, found my next wife.
All right, so you run to 4. Cool.
Do
Okay.
we see the fire?
No, not really. It was a pretty small fire.
Okay.
Well, seeing how we can't.
Do we hear Saga yelling and screaming, running away?
I'm not screaming or yelling. I'm just kind of like, okay, that didn't work. I'm gonna move on now.
Before the robots come out and try to kill me.
Pretty much.
Okay, so we really don't know much about him right now.
That is correct. Yes.
Isn't that a good thing, though?
So yeah, I think I'm going to head back towards 1 and try and talk to the leader about why this place is so destroyed.
Alright, so you're heading down that way. Okay, go ahead. What are the rest of you two doing?
4.
I'll probably follow.
I'm gonna head over
So
towards
you're headed
4.
towards 4. You're about here, probably roughly. It's a ways. No, you're here. You're here. It takes a while. It's
so he's
Cat. Will
walking
you
by the
stop eating metal?
mansion.
Will you stop eating that? Seriously, Cat. Thank you.
Look out for the giant cat!
Cat does 20 damage. Critical hit. Y'all are dead.
This it'd be a good time to note that this podcast is brought to you by Purina.
By cats.
By cats in
Actually,
general,
it's brought
just
to you by
cats.
Meow Mix because it's much cheaper than Purina, and I'm a broke college student who doesn't go to school.
But can you classify yourself as a college student then?
I can classify myself as an RPG student.
That will work.
James, that's like we can classify you as a redneck because you live in Kentucky.
And we can classify you as a hillbilly redneck because you live in Indiana.
Hey, I'm not gonna deny, we still drive some lawnmowers and tractors to school.
I know you do, and you also make C4 in the backyard, so... FBI, I know who did it. Okay, so you guys head back to 1. So as you guys get up there, basically same thing as happened last time. Couple guys on the roof, grab weaponry, oh my god, what's going on? And you see the dude with pink hair, kind of ducking that back behind a wall, and when he pokes his head up, he's just like, God damn it, what the hell's with everybody up here today?
Hi, we're back.
Who the hell's we?
Me and I look behind me. Her.
What the hell do you want?
Well, we were kind of wondering why everything's so destroyed around here.
What's this look like? A library? Does this look like GCN to you?
GCN? Question mark.
Galaxy News Network.
No, this kind of looks like a pretty rundown old place.
Yeah, it's a pretty rundown place with a 50 shit administrative fee for access.
Oh, what?
That's it. I've had enough of this shit. Boys, get him. Congratulations. You guys are in combat now.
Am I able to say something first?
Well, you can say something as they start shooting at you, sure.
Because before it got that heated, I wanted to jump in. Oh,
They're
boy.
not very patient individuals. You might be able to get something off. Give it a shot.
Okay. So I kind of step next to Sock and be like, okay, boys, let's relax for a second. Chill. We just wanted to know exactly what happened here and possibly something that would help us, get on our way.
Roll a d20.
And I
Boy,
also,
shut up.
can I bet my eyes for adding effect?
No.
Oh, darn it. Okay, so they're obviously gay.
Well, gay they may be, however, they do charge you. Let's see. Tama, you need to roll a d20. See if you get hit by the dude with the pink hair.
Nope.
So he pulls out this big ass long, like, white cylindrical thing with a whole bunch of energy running down the side and fires off this big ass ball of what looks like a plasma gun or something, and sails right past you, and you get a major effect with that. What is that major effect?
Okay, my major effect, I would like to
Up to and including the gun blowing up.
Huh?
Up to and including the gun blowing up.
Oh, okay, so I will include gun blowing up, but I would want to include with that that's when I put in my my energy shield that looks like electricity around me and just kind of intimidate them, being like, "Oh, you have done wrong."
Okay, so a couple of the guys kind of get a little bit worried by that. So it'll take them a little bit longer to get to you. However, there are three more running at you. Running at socket precisely. And as that happens, you actually see this big ass explosion towards the mall. It appears that the gun that he had did actually blow up, left quite a good sized hole. Apparently, that doesn't usually happen. However, it is safe to say that that gun is not being used again.
Neither is his hand.
Okay, and that point, Bias, would I have heard it where I am?
Yes, you would have. This thing was a pretty big ass explosion, yes.
So, knowing that they went towards the rebel base, I'm going to start heading that way since I heard an explosion.
Alright, so you head that way. You'll be able to arrive next turn.
I kind of looked behind me and said, "They're having fun. What's over here?"
Alright, so you're over there. Socket, you see a small cylindrical thing tossed at you by three of the guys still charging at you guys. You need to roll me a d20.
All right.
So yeah, you see this small kind of blinky thing coming at you too. You see it coming, and actually just before it lands at your feet, you kick that thing so far it just goes off, and you see this big explosion occur kind of down the street, and there's actually like a perfectly round half shell hole where it went off. Like it just kind of dissolved the ground that it went off on. And it is now y'all's turn.
I look behind me for a moment and go, oh, cool. Turn around and just charge at the one of the underlings. I'm not going to go after the pink-haired guy right away.
Yeah, okay, now there's two that are kind of holding off. They're kind of chicken shits. And three are charging you.
I'm going to go for the guy that's in the middle of those three charging me.
Alright.
I'm just going to charge at him and do like one of those moves where I pull out my sword and like slash at the same time right at the guy's like face.
Alright, roll for it. Do-do-do-do. And
That's
your
the
weapons.
broadswords. That gets 4 damage.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna say you drop him straight down. He goes down, clutching at his throat. Doesn't appear that he's gonna be getting back up anytime soon, anyway. Tama?
Okay. What I like to do is, since he took the middle one down, I want to see if I can deal with the other two charging,
Okay.
and infuse my my razor ring with the shock feature, and then kind of boomerang it at them.
Okay. Yeah, you absolutely do that. You send that thing flying, and you do hit both of them. They definitely felt that, but they are still up.
Dang. Are they at least a bit dazed?
Just slightly.
Okay.
Now at this time, the pink-haired dude just kind of, begins charging you away. Apparently, he only had the one weapon. Dervish, you have arrived on scene.
Okay. Hey, Saga, what the fuck is going on here?
Shit
Little
got
help,
real.
please.
B, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Shroud of Flames. I'm gonna charge it, whatever the fuck is closest with my rapier.
That would be the two guys.
Okay.
Give it a shot. Alright, so you charge at them, and they kind of as they see flame on occurring and that kind of deal, they just kind of leap back, and they try to, they're kind of cutting around you, actually kind of well. And so you miss them completely.
Are they at least more taken aback by that?
They appear pretty desperate. They did just lose their buddy.
Right. As you are then, Bios.
Alright, so let's see. So the two guys are going to redirect their focus on the Human Torch now.
Hey, that all works out to my plan, actually.
And they're just kind of gonna wrap stuff around their, fists as best they can, and that kind of deal. These guys just have kind of pipes and chains, just space pipes and space chains, and,
And grenades, apparently.
and space grenades. I mean, and space concrete. And so they're gonna each attack you. However, they are going to team up.
Just out of curiosity, is there any Spaceys emblems on them?
Perhaps. But they're both gonna hit you. Give me a roll. See if they see what all happens. Yeah. So they miss. They just plain miss and just kind of run past each other pretty much. Apparently your flames are too hot for them. They kind of flinched and pulled away.
Do I have a chance to counterattack with my arm guard? That one
Sure.
thing.
You got an 18,
Okay.
sure.
Okay. So roll again.
Sure. Yeah, you how much damage do you get with that?
2.
Only
And
2?
yeah, and then on top of my flames being on, another 2.
Alright, so one of them is definitely hurting. Yeah, one of them's definitely hurting. He ain't doing so hot. He really not
Well, he is
so
doing hot. He's doing hot,
too
but just
hot.
not the
He's
right-
really hot. He's definitely hot. Okay, he's absolutely hot. Yeah, and the other two seem to have collected themselves and begin like grabbing shit to attack you guys with. And okay, that's pretty much their turn.
Alright, so back to me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to actually drop my broadsword and charge the pink-haired guy and try and like grapple him and kind of hold him hostage
Alright, go ahead
with
and
my forearm blade.
alright, now you will have to get past the other guys.
Alright,
So you can go ahead and try that if you want.
I'm gonna try it.
Alright. That's a D20.
Yes.
That's a 15. And yeah, okay, you get to him and you grab him around the throat and put your blade up through his neck.
And I yell, "Everybody stop!"
Ah, but I'm just having fun now, Socket.
Quiet now, Daddy's working.
We didn't come here to
Okay,
hurt
Ma.
anybody.
And I'm over in the distance, and I'm just saying, like, hammer time.
Alright, give me a D20, see if you convince him. You absolutely fucking convince them. They are thoroughly convinced.
Well, I mean, they just watched one friend get electrocuted and the other one get fucking toasted.
And one sliced and diced.
He's still over there gurgling.
Walk it off.
So I'm going to, at this point, kick the pink guy away from me. Go help your friend. And
Alright.
just start talking. All we did was come here for information on why this place is the way it is. I thought this was like some sort of giant citadel, cool place where people came together. And
What the hell are you talking about?
About to go on flames again, bitch.
Fuck you, man. He appears defeated, but not broken.
Okay, buddy, I got a good old friend that would love to fuck you, man. He's just over somewhere else. We can't find him right now.
I at that moment, I just kind of go, achoo!
So what can you tell us about this place?
Man, we're just here for easy money. We don't have any idea what happened to this place, but you know, we know how to get past the security at the gate once we get up here, and well, there's a lot of stuff here, man. Haven't you seen?
Yes, you know about security. What about the dang tower in the middle?
We have no idea about that.
Can't get through the security over there?
We just know not to loiter in the arrival departure area, man. I mean, they got this big ass robot thing there. All we know is not to poke that thing. Or holy shit, it really doesn't like it. Like
yes, we've seen that.
Oh, you saw that too? So that's what the explosions earlier were.
That's
he gets
me,
like this
bitch.
sly
I'm crazy.
snicker on his face.
Bitch, I poked it. I'm crazy. Shut up.
Well, yes, I would say you are crazy.
Okay. Well, more on the security system stuff. What can you tell us of that?
He gives you some information on it that may or may not be useful. It's pretty clear that he doesn't necessarily know a whole lot about it either. These guys appear to be pretty much just thugs here for money.
Well, you can pick up your almost dead buddies and get on out of here, because this is our turf now.
Okay,
or you can pay us 50 shins a night to stay. Choice is yours.
That's what you think, buddy. So he reaches down to his wrist and activates something you think, maybe. And all of a sudden, they're gone.
The socket We needed you at like a 3, but you were like at a 7.
They tried to attack me. That's it.
Hey, he shot at me. Chill.
He threw a grenade at me.
I just love fighting.
Yeah, we know.
And poking things. Anyways, now I'm gonna loot the area and pick my sword back up. And I'm
I
definitely
will try
picking
and
my
find
sword
some of those
back up.
grenades as well.
No, you don't find any of the grenades. Looks like they had most of them on person, but there might be some in the building.
I want to see if I can fix up that gun he tried to shoot me with, because that thing
You
looks
can
fun.
absolutely not fix up that gun. That gun exploded.
So much for that vault.
Maybe with a little glue, you can take this little dust speck and glue it to this little dust speck.
I don't think even duct tape can save this thing.
Alright, so roll me a 1d6.
Ooh.
Boom.
Anybody, somebody. Suck it, go.
3.
Now roll me 3 more 1d6s.
3, 2, 6.
3, 2, 6, okay.
That third one, what the fuck?
Okay, so biological interface is an organic pod of some sort. The step skipper is, come on, it's in here somewhere. It's a belt
Nice.
and the other thing, of course, is a guided munition monitor.
Munition or mutation?
Mutation, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is just kind of like a tricorder looking thing.
I'm gonna grab the biological interface because I think I have an idea of where I can use that.
I
What?
want to try. I want to grab the step skipper.
Of course, the woman goes for the belt.
Shut up.
I guess I get the mutation item.
Alright, cool.
I was under oddities, correct?
Mm-mm.
No?
Wait, what are
Ciphers?
these?
These are full out ciphers.
Oh shit!
Oh. Why didn't you tell us that, you asshat?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try and take this biological interface back to the place with the giant metal doors and see if I can't attach it to the interface of the door.
And I'm going to drop one of my, I'm going to drop my anti-venom pill. Fuck that.
That is not. Okay, tell you what. Go ahead and roll me a d20. See if you can figure out its use. And another 1d6. Okay, so that was for the biological interface.
Now for
The
mutation.
mutation
Oh, for the
monitor.
mutation. Sorry. Okay, so for the mutation, yeah, you absolutely know what that is. Its effect. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. Holy shit. Okay, so
Oh god.
yeah, you have really no idea what this thing's for besides the name on it, guided mutation monitor. You're not sure what this thing does. That's a level 8 cipher, bro. That's a level 8 cipher.
Dang.
That is a high-powered cipher, yo.
And you have no idea what it does, but it's strong.
Yes. Do you guys want to try to attempt to identify your Numenera now?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll do mine,
Both you do the same.
and then that's supposed to be yes.
I need a 1d6 for that too.
I'm assuming mine's gonna need the same.
I believe so, yes.
Woohoo! I know nothing.
Okay, Tama, the
Yes.
step skipper is a belt,
Mm-hmm.
and this is the information you realize about it.
Wait, what?
Pasting it
Wait,
now.
It's a belt.
my
Yeah, I
question
got
is,
that.
how did she find out about her belt, but I didn't find anything about mine? It's
Because you had to
important
beat a
for
24.
Oh, just what I thought it was going to do. And this will be a level 4, I would presume.
Yes.
Okay.
You beat a 12. As for socket, yeah, you have no clue.
I'm still gonna try to attach it to the door and see if I can't make it do something.
So you start poking this thing into it, and it just doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Oh.
I'm still over.
And wait a minute, you go back to where the robot is?
No, the black door up at 2.
Thing I tried to
Big
torch.
metal door.
Okay. Oh, that door. Um, nah, you ain't seeing it.
So we went back to 2 then?
He
I
did.
did.
Yeah.
I'm
Well.
getting in this door to somehow.
Okay, so go ahead.
I will try and smash this thing if I have to.
Alright, so Sakurako, what the hell are you up to?
I'm over, thinking to myself, trying to figure out what the hell was that black energy thing that I found.
And you're over by 4?
Yeah, I'm just walking around for the area of 4.
Okay, how about you roll me a d20? Yeah, so, um, you see a, there's a ring of just shattered vehicles and buildings around this lake of just liquefied metal. Now, I presume you're not walking around in the metal.
No, I'm outside the metal.
Okay, so you see this huge humanoid-ish looking thing made out of metal, comprised of trash and just outdated old technology.
Okay.
And it's coming your way in a hurry.
I'm just starting to think to myself, seems angry. Came from the giant liquid of the giant frozen metal. Fuck this, I'm out.
So you start screaming, roll me d20.
Fuck this shit. I made a friend.
Yeah, so it is faster than you. This thing comes leaping out of the lake of metal on top of you, and I believe this is going to render some rather severe consequences for you after you decided to go bathing in the dark energy, because you never did update your might pool. I will do that for you.
That was that I left it at didn't we heal up from last campaign? No.
No.
Oh.
And
No.
so you are taking 7 damage.
Ooh.
Does count armor, however. So if you have armor, it would be 5 damage. However, your might pool is 0. That's gonna mean you're gonna have to dip into another pool.
Alright. So I'm going to dip into my intellect pool.
I'm not sure if intellect would apply for this, but we will go ahead and just go with that.
Ow.
So
Will
you
he
now,
be impaired now?
yes, he is now impaired, and I will probably have to look up the rules for that if he does not die quickly.
Oh god.
However, you are basically being molested by a giant creature of metal.
Well, at least it wasn't tentacle porn.
Are you sure it's not?
He's a metal robot using technology.
It is not a robot. It is quite clearly not a robot. This thing is made up of pieces of just trash and old tech. There's some pop cans in there, couple lawnmowers.
Just out of curiosity, did they hear me scream?
I don't know, did they? Somebody over there roll me a d20.
How about they all roll one? Because this is about to get bad.
Alright, all of you roll d20.
Didn't hear nothing.
Dervish, you think you might have heard something along the lines of fuck, 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 fuck!
I turned to him and well, it looks like he found a friend of some sorts.
Okay, time to pick up the puppy.
All you hear in the distance is, "Oh God, it's hurting me!"
No,
I
I
guess
think.
we should.
Oh, you're back.
Yes.
Did it work?
No.
Okay, we gotta pick up the puppy.
Oh, that's right. I'm in a different area. I figured
Oh,
they
actually-
followed me. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
know anything
I just
about
say
it.
you pick him up on the way. You knew where he was. So you guys run down there. It is gonna take you a turn to get there, though.
Okay.
This is a, like, I'm being nice here in terms of distances. This is
Yes.
a big, like, think downtown city, capital city of any state. Big city. Like, these buildings are hundreds of floors tall. Think of how many people would live here. Big, big city. Like, Jesus, big. Like, I can't. Just big.
All right, since I am impaired, can you go ahead and look up the rules for that and tell me?
Yes, one moment. Let me see what impaired as.
Yeah, it's faster.
Probably. I sure hope I don't have to do character generation for you again, because I'm getting the feeling that this is actually going to be,
The end of Saga?
you really shouldn't have went off by yourself. I just leave it at that. Like, I'm being completely fair.
Interesting.
This is not even like a custom rolled creature. This is just the fact that you went off by yourself. Let's see. Failure? No. Defend? Not really. Attack. Damage. Effects of taking damage track. Impaired is a wounded or injured state. When an impaired character applies effort, it costs 1 extra point. An impaired character ignores minor or major effects and does not deal as much extra damage in combat with a special roll. 17 or higher only deals 1 additional damage. Wait a minute. Are you already... No, okay, cool.
It doesn't sound too bad.
It's not too bad.
But we still need to get the
You
fuck
guys
over
are still
there.
a turn away, though.
On that note,
This
I'm
thing is on you. What are you doing?
just sitting there kind of coughing up blood. I'm gonna try and use one of my rejuvenators, to help stall for time.
Okay.
Slightly, maybe.
Yeah, so you reach into like a belt pouch or something and jab that thing into your leg.
Okay. And that restores 8 points to my might pool.
Roll me a 1d3.
I
He
did.
already did. He got
Oh,
one.
okay. Yeah.
I get 8 points into my might pool, thankfully.
Yes.
Okay, so
So give yourself
Ow.
8 points there.
Yep.
You are no longer impaired.
awesome.
Huzzahs!
For the time being.
However, that is your turn, I believe.
Mhm. This is about to hurt.
Actually, is item use a turn? I don't. I think it's on top of you, to be honest.
Yeah, it's on top of me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to move.
I'm trying to see because I'm not sure just using a simple item is a turn, but it is a heal. It's a turn for all intents and purposes. It might be wrong. We'll deal with it later.
Alright.
After he's dead. However, this thing is going to basically start trying to like corrode into your body. Basically, roll me a d20, see if you're able to resist it with just like your balls of steel there.
Come on, cojones!
It begins searing away at your flesh,
Ah!
and you take 7 damage to your might pool.
This thing is pretty strong. If an 18
Actually, wait,
is-
7. You do have armor. It would be 5.
Yeah, it's 5, so I'm taking into account that. Don't worry.
Yes, so y'all have arrived now. You see Saga being melted alive underneath this like big thing of metal.
The fuck is that?
My new friend!
Stop making friends.
Saga,
I made another friend earlier. He was nicer.
Saga,
Torch,
it's time to
stream
use
on.
the item. It's time to use the item. Make the honorable sacrifice.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Fuck this!
Are you sure about that? Oh god.
So I'm gonna tell them to walk away. I'm gonna use a singularity detonation device.
Wait. Let's think about this for a second.
Alright, I'll think. Okay.
Saka,
Any better
do something.
ideas?
I would like to try and, take a good look at this creature and see what sort of weaknesses or
It is a
what
creature
the heck
made
is
of
it?
actual metal. It's comprised of a whole bunch of trash.
Hey, Torch, you mind frying it?
That's all I can think of is melt the dang thing.
Well, seeing as how there's a big old lake of metal over there already molten, I don't think this is gonna work.
Now, to be clear, the metal is not hot, it's just molten.
Not solidified.
No,
I thought you said it was solidified.
no. It is
Okay,
a lake. It is a lake. A lake is not solid just because it's made of metal.
let's go back and rephrase this, Bios. A lake of molten metal.
That is not hot, yes.
That makes no fucking sense.
Welcome to Numenera. Glad of you to join us.
Is this thing the fucking Silver Surfer's junk ass cousin?
Maybe, although you are missing a surfboard.
I know there's an item kind of like that, and I've been waiting for it.
I'm going to charge this thing using thrust, my broadsword, and see if I can't knock it off of Saka.
Okay,
Seeing how everyone else is just kind of trying to come up with ideas.
give it a shot. Yeah, you do successfully hit it. And you do not get a side. How much damage does your thrust do?
It'd be 4 plus 1? Yes. So 5 damage.
Okay, so you knock a piece of a lawnmower off this thing, but send it back, but it doesn't appear to be too upset about that.
Okay, can I drag Saka away and give him one of my what is that thing called?
The magic
Silkweed?
kelpweed?
Skill weed? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I give that to him.
I'll
That
allow
was a
it.
D6, right?
I think so, yeah.
I roll that. Okay.
There you go.
Probably better that she rolls it.
And that's all of the healing arms I have.
Okay.
How is the health doing on you?
I'm still kind of coughing up a little bit of blood, and my skin's on fire.
Okay. And with that, I kind of turn to Dervis and be like, let's tag team this bitch. Because Tama's kind of done with all of this shit.
And at about this point, it is going to attack Socket.
Alright, so roll to defend, I'm assuming. But I'm
Yes.
assuming it's still going to hit me. Because it is... If an 18
And
isn't
it is
do it.
going to do 7 damage to you, not including armor.
Alright, so that puts me at 6.
You guys are getting beaten up.
Yeah, we noticed.
Alright. Now what?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use another rejuvenator. This is okay.
So we're trying to save your life, and you're just trying to,
I'm trying to
make
heal
yourself feel
myself
better.
up. Trying to make my skin feel better.
Might I make a suggestion and recommend you guys run the hell away?
Yeah,
Says
I'm
the
trying to
GM.
get to the point. I'm trying to get to the point where I can run away.
I was trying to make a martyr out of Saga.
How about I'm gonna kind of throw up the idea and look up to Dervish and say, "Use it." Then we run.
How about you give me that? You guys run, give me your mask, and I'm gonna rock the fuck out of this bitch.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand him the simulated detonation device and the mask. So go ahead and post that stuff into your
He's
I'm just
about to
borrowing.
use it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
you just gotta borrow it.
Question
Yeah.
for you, GM.
I'll allow it.
What exactly sort of items are attached to this creature?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like maybe another weed whacker or
Sure.
some sort of motor. And I'm going to use my one intellect point to hopefully distract it
And activate a weed whacker on his body.
and act weed whacker on his body.
Or a bunch of weed whackers. Tell you what, you give me a roll. Dozens of motors fire up amongst his body. And it does seem highly confused as to why pieces of it are kind of falling off.
And
like,
I'm running.
being cut off. And like...
I'm
And
kind
it
of
just
getting up
starts
and
like smashing the motors and shit on it, like just pinching them with a couple, basically fingers.
I'm gonna kind of get up and kind of like hop after Socket. Like,
All right, you two
Yeah,
both get away.
I'm leaving.
Why are we
with
always
them.
running?
You three both get away. All three get away.
Okay. So
Rocket's World.
At this point, I'm having the mask of helium on,
Yes.
breathing out the helium. I activate the secondary detonator, activate my Shroud of Flames, and jump. Throw the damn thing at it.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna say the
If only I
helium.
had a skill.
I'm gonna say the helium's gonna give you +2 to that. I'm also +2 to that, and the flames +2 to that. So go ahead and give me a roll, and we'll see what that comes out to.
By itself, the singularity detonation device does 20 damage.
This thing, you throw it, and just like get the fuck away. This thing leaves. It gets thrown down, and there's just this blinding flash of light, and just all of a sudden, there's just this huge like hole here. There's still some of the lake. There's still some of the creature. But it's very small. Perhaps the size of a dog is left. A large dog, perhaps, but a dog. Yeah, singularity device gone.
Is the thing still moving?
Yeah, it's moving. Much smaller.
How much fucking health does this thing have?
It's a creature made out of metal. Liquid metal.
Probably a lot of armor.
My
That
goal
too.
was my entire goal with that was to injure it enough and make sure we all got the fuck away.
Right.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove the singularity detonation device.
Yep.
Bye-bye
It's been
graduation
detonated.
device.
And
And
meanwhile, Socket
Device
and all
of
of you
doom.
see me flying through the air.
does he crash into a building or anything?
He rolled a 17, I don't know why.
Man.
However, at this point in time, I think it's an excellent point for a break.
Right.
Now that you guys have used your weapon of mass destruction.
And made a nice size hole and made new friends. By friends, I mean ow.
Yeah, stop
Yeah,
making friends.
Speaking of which, I wonder where they got to. Odd?
Ugh.
They just kind of disappeared. We'll see
Yeah,
them again.
yeah.
We'll
see them
we'll meet
again.
them again.
Someday, maybe. That's it for this episode, folks, and thanks for watching. Special thanks to our players and patrons for making this possible. Credit to Technoax for his awesome music. Remember, you can always visit us at otakiview.com. With that said, see you next time.